while I wait to go on active duty, I'm going to like try and rush and find different ways to become a pilot. Or, yeah, again, medically DQ'd that I can't overcome. So there's different ways, and I'll tap some of this because you guys have hit so many good points. Your network. I don't know how you guys feel. Like the older I get, and it's kind of cliche, but it's the people you know, it's the network you build, and you rely upon those relationships. And again, now like with some time of underneath my belt, like I will bump into someone that I haven't seen from 15 years prior from, maybe it was ROTC, maybe it was in a squadron, but you have that relationship and you have that good rapport. Like in this world, we all understand, like, dude, I might not talk to Flash for 7 years, but one day out of the blue, he calls me and needs a favor, talks to someone, like, I'm going to do that, right? Like, that's the world we grow up in, and that's what we foster. So, dude, it starts when these guys and gals are rushing units. Like, the people you're hanging out with in civilian clothes in the bar, like, maybe you two get hired together and are going to be on this path
Exactly.
together.
Yeah, and it's
so important.
Those relationships are important. And like the case in point is like one of the guys that we didn't hire that was an incredible applicant, and like when it didn't make the cut isn't even the right phrase to say. But then that person now met me, and then they texted me and they said, "Hey, I'm going to insert guard base here. I won't say it on the internet, but it's like insert guard base here." And his question was, it was not like, "Hey, can you tell the bros I'm coming?" Yeah. It was just like, what should I know about the unit and all this different stuff. And I was like, you should know that it is closest to this airport, and here's the pin to the bar. And then what I actually did was then I put send on that, and I texted my buddy, and I was like, this dude is coming to your unit, and he should go to the top of the list. I was like, you should absolutely hire this guy. I was like, if you have a recommendation, you should absolutely hire this guy. And it was because of that network. Like, he didn't know me 3 months ago. And do I have sway in that squadron? Yeah. Probably not, but it was a network, and that's how it works out. So I agree with that. So
bro checks go a long way. Like, letters of rec are great, but if I can reach out to a unit that you're going to, I'm like, hey, I know this guy. And at least if I have a good relationship with them, or if they don't like me, maybe it just goes straight in the trash. I don't know. But that definitely goes a long way, is having a bro check in that network.
I'd be curious to get your guys' take. Obviously, I've never sat on a hiring board or whatever, but again, I'll get people to ask me this and like, hey, I got, I got 3 retired generals to give me letters of recommendation. I said, hey, look, I've never sat on a hiring board. My perspective, like, that's probably, hey, noted, like, from like, all right, he has some kind of vetting, like, integrity, but like, we've all kind of been there. Not to downplay the value of a general officer's letter of recommendation, but kind of know that unless that person knew you for the last 20 years, like the value in that and like how much it mean versus you had an 05 and 04 who are also fighter pilots in other squadrons that these guys and gals know and have worked with on active duty or the reserves or whatever it might be. That weight of that person's voice carries more weight and perspective, because it's like, if I called Flash, I'm like, hey man, I got this guy who is applying to our unit. Like, yeah, sure, he might have 4 general officer recommendations, but I really care about Flash's opinion because Flash was there with him in the squadron, or so it's
that's a great point, and this is why we need another swing at the bat. I won't belabor the situation, but like, you have get the rank before the name is not necessarily important. We had some of that, and we looked at it, we was like, oh dude, this guy had like the former chief of staff wrote him a letter of recommendation, and we were like, oh, okay, that sounds fantastic. But then we had other guys that it was just like, I handed this like the squadron snacko job to this guy when he was enlisted, and he crushed it. And you're just like, you're like, oh, I like this guy better.
That's what we're hiring for anyway, so we need a snacko.
I was like, job experience. I love that. So anyways, we can talk about that at another time. But I'm out. I got it. Conan, you did an incredible job on the hiring board. This guy is a great resource. We'll actually put his phone number in the comments instead of Bender's. so that you can go ahead and call him. So anyways,
Please no. Please no.
Awesome. Guys, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Rain.
Love
I
it.
appreciate you having me on here.